Hi friends, Mickey Mankis here and welcome to Out the Back Door. Today I am going to be getting my turkey ready to go in the oven for the holiday meal. So come along and join me. So most of the time for the holiday, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas time, I usually roast a turkey. And I want to show you the way I do it. We have a nice natural turkey that I got here, no GMOs, it's just a good turkey. So anyway, we've got like a almost 23 pounder here. And if you saw my video on when I did the stuffing for it, that's what I'm going to be using in here. If you didn't, I'll leave a link above so that you can click on that and check out the stuffing. So anyway, I've already rinsed off my turkey and everything. In fact, when I was trying to clean out the inside of the carcass, there was, an enormous piece of ice in there yet. So it does take some time to thaw these out. I also made sure that I removed the neck. And I'm not going to throw that away. I'm going to roast this also. And the giblets, those were in the back end. So if you're new to doing roasting turkeys and stuff, make sure you're checking out all the different crevices because they like to hide body parts in there for you. All right. So like I said, I've got this all rinsed and everything. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start stuffing my turkey. All right, let's see if I can do this left-handed for you so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, I've got my stuffing mix here and I am just going to start taking handfuls and kind of making a soft, like softball, well, I guess baseball size. I don't want to smash it too much, but I'm going to pack this in. You want it packed, but not extremely tight because it will expand a little bit while it's cooking. Now, the reason I like to roast turkeys during the holiday season is because I use the leftovers. I can up the turkey. So I've got turkey meat for whenever I want it, throughout the year. And I also make bone broth out of the carcasses. Take all the bones and make a bone broth out of it. It makes such good turkey soup. Okay. Now, I am going to be making dressing out of this also and sticking it in the oven because I made such a large amount. Now, a lot of times I'll go and I'll stuff the back end of it too. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm just going to do the cavity. Now, yes, I'm touching a raw turkey. And I know salmonella, yeah, is always an issue. And you got to make sure that you keep your hands clean and everything else. And I've been digging into this. But I am going to be baking this. So anything that I may be transferring over to when I'm digging in the bowl of the stuffing here for dressing is going to be baked. So you're fine. I'm going to tuck my little legs in here. This would have probably been easier if I had just stuffed it in the pan that I'm actually going to be using, the roasting pan. But I wanted you to be able to see what I was doing here. Okay. Move this out of the way. I'm going to get my pan. Okay, this is the roasting pan that I'm going to be using. It's by KitchenAid. And I like it because it will accommodate a very large turkey. At the same time, you could put 2 large chickens in here. Now, I am going to place my turkey into the pan. I'm not going to raise it up off the pan. I'm not going to put it in a bag like most of my family puts their turkeys and chickens in the poultry bags and stuff to try to keep them juicier and all that good stuff. And I don't do that. We're going to plop this baby, try to plop this baby. She's a big girl. All right, into the pan here. All right. I'm also going to be adding, like I said, I'm going to throw the giblets in the pan and also the neck because I'm going to be using that in the bone broth when I start cooking it up. The next thing I like to do to my birds is I am going to give them a suntan with some olive oil. I'll just drizzle it on and just smooth it around. Now, I use this when I called it suntan oil for the turkey or the chicken or whatever. It's because years ago, I suntan all the time. That's why I've got so many wrinkles. And I never use sunscreen. And when I was running out of baby oil or whatever, I'd go in the kitchen and I'd grab my mom's vegetable oil and slather that on. Boy, did I get tan. But anyway, like I said, that's why I've got wrinkles now. So anyway, that's why I do like to use olive oil on my birds when I'm roasting them. Now, some of the birds have those little pop-up things in them indicating when it is done. Gotta get the wings here too. This one does not. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that we get the internal temperature of the meat up to 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now I have my oven set at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. I cook it at a little bit, or I should say roast it at a little bit of a cooler temperature. I know a lot of people will do it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, but I am not. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I am going to actually season it with salt. You can put salt and pepper on it or whatever you want, but this is generally what I do, is I just go over the whole outside there, salting it. Now, we usually don't eat the skin. That's the best part. All right. That looks good. All right. I am going to get it into the oven. What I'm going to do, being it's like close to 23 pounds and it's stuffed, I'm probably going to be baking it for 4 hours. I will check it at 3.5 hours, check the temperature and see how it's doing. So at that point, we'll see how it looks. He's a big girl. Okay, I'll be back in a little while. Okay, the turkey's been in almost 3.5 hours. I've got my thermometer out. I'm going to stick it into the breast, being it is the largest piece of muscle on there and the most dense. I'm going to make sure that I'm like at 170 degrees Fahrenheit internally, and according to this, poultry is okay at 165, but the packaging on this turkey said the best eating would be at 170 degrees, so let's check that out. It's going up pretty good. Now it's slowing down at close to about 165. So I mean, technically it would be good. We'd still be able to pull it out right now and eat it. I'm just going to leave it in for about 5 more minutes. What do you think? Looks good. Now I'm really surprised we don't have more drippings in the bottom of the pan than what we do. But we're still going to have enough to mix up with some water and a little bit of flour in order to make our gravy and stuff. So anyway, yeah, that is our Thanksgiving or Christmas turkey of how I prepare this. And yeah, the stuffing got a little bit cooked on the outside edge, but it really does look good on the inside here. So anyway, I want to thank you for joining me today. If you did like this, please give me a thumbs up and share. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. So until next time, you have a wonderful day. God bless.